السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته، يا رب تكونوا بخير. النهاردة معانا مستر سومي.
Hi, my name is Sumit Dubey and I'm an elementary school teacher in Ontario. And for me, teaching is more like a passion. It doesn't feel like a job. Going into school every single day puts a smile on my face, and we're creating a better future for these children. Whether it's math, language, science, social studies, I have fun being with the kids and teaching them all these subjects. It's definitely one of the best things and one of the best decisions I've made in my life. On top of that, I also work a part-time job at Walmart. Walmart provides me flexibility with my teaching job. When I have time off from there, I can go in and get some hours, get some extra income on the side, and it takes my mind off a lot of things. I like staying busy, so that job for me is a way to channel my hard work and my intensity in life, because I always like to stay busy.
Thanks for coming.
No problem, man. No worries. Anytime.
سوميت هو مدرس هنا في كندا، مدرس معتمد، فهيحكي لنا تجربته الكاملة ازاي أصبح مدرس معتمد في كندا.
Yeah, so the steps are basically, first and foremost, you need an undergraduate degree. So it could be in anything. You need a 4-year undergrad, whether that's in science, whether that's in business, in arts. It has to be a 4-year undergrad degree. And then after you complete your 4-year undergrad, you would do a 2-year Bachelor of Education, which is basically a teaching degree. That's the first and probably the most important step, because every certification in Canada, I'm going to speak specifically on the Ontario Certified Teachers, which is the certification you need to teach in Ontario. You need that 2-year degree. Once you have that 2-year Bachelor of Education degree, you pretty much have most of the qualifications done with. And then after that, it's just some minor things like upgrades. If you have your Bachelor of Education from another country, you would probably have to do maybe like a couple more courses just to upgrade your qualifications. And then there's obviously some standard in the degree that you would have to reach in terms of your average, in like your course average as well. So once you have your undergrad, which most people already have, your B.Ed, if you already have your B.Ed, then it's just a matter of getting your qualifications on par with the system here. And there's organizations here that do that. They'll ask for some paperwork. They'll ask for some experience letters, maybe your degree back home. And then once that goes through, they'll certify you as a licensed teacher. Now that's if you want to be teaching in the public school board. So if you have a 4-year arts degree already, you don't need to do another degree. All you have to do is use that degree and apply to do your Bachelor of Education. To do a Bachelor of Education, you need that 4-year undergrad. So if you have a 4-year degree in anything, you can apply for a Bachelor of Education if you get in. And see, that all depends on what you want to teach as well. So if you have a Bachelor of Education, undergrad in science, for example, they will take some of those courses, and you may be qualified to teach high school science. If you have an undergrad in math, they'll take those courses and you will be qualified to teach math in high school. If you have an arts degree, you can be qualified to teach primary or up to junior, so like up to grade 6. Here, junior goes up to grade 6. And then after that, it's whatever courses you've taken in your undergrad, they'll tell you which teachables you have, meaning which courses you can teach. For example, I have my business degree, my undergrad. I can teach from grade 1 to grade 6. And then afterwards, I had to do more qualification courses to get to the intermediate, which is grade 7 to grade 10. To teach high school, like grade 11, 12, even 9, 10, 11, 12, like specific courses like science and math, I would have to take qualification courses to teach those. The process of applying to a Bachelor of Education program starts as early as, I think, October, September. You can apply up until the last day of November. You can apply to any school. So once you apply in November, let's say the last day is November 30th. Once you get it in, then they ask you some other things to submit. For example, an experience portfolio. They're gonna ask you what experience you have in teaching, okay? It could be anything in teaching. It could be tutoring, it could be coaching, basketball, soccer, it could be instructing a dance academy. Anything that involves teaching, you can put that in your experience that you would submit to the school you're applying to. Now, every school has different requirements. Some schools ask for an essay, a 2-page essay on why you want to become a teacher. And you have to write out that essay. So that's after you apply. So let's say you apply November 30th, you have a month to do all of this. And then once you submit that in, last day of December, they start accepting in February. Once they start accepting February, then if you get accepted, you start the next September. Okay, so I'll take you thoroughly through whatever I did. It'll be quick, but I'll mention the main points. So I had my Bachelor of Commerce degree in business. So I used that and I applied to universities here. Okay, it was around October when I applied. October of 2017 is when I applied. October 2017, I applied to Brock, applied to a couple others, and then Brock accepted my. I got an acceptance into Brock. Once I got that acceptance, I had to wait until September 2018 to start my course. Okay, so that itself is a year almost to start. In the meantime, what I recommend you doing if you do get accepted or if you don't get accepted, before you get accepted or apply, get some experience going into schools, volunteering. There's camps here, summer camps, even in like the YMCA, you can go volunteer there as well. Schools always want people to come through and volunteer. It's been a little tough with COVID because they don't want as many people in the school. But if you go to a school and talk to the principal, like, hey, I want to be a volunteer, I want to go into the classrooms, help the teachers out, they will kindly let you do that. But obviously you got to fill out some paperwork and have like a background check, but you do that, you gain experience doing that. Or if you want to tutor at home, you can start tutoring some students at home. That counts as experience. There's many academies of tutoring you can apply to as well. So in the meantime, I recommend doing that. So November 17, I applied, filled out my paperwork. I got accepted in February 2018. I started in September 2018. 2-year program. Hey, I went to school, then you do some practicums, you do in school, you do out in class. I graduated in April of 2020. Okay, right when I graduated, I started applying for my OCT, which is the certification you need in Ontario to be a teacher. And I applied. All they ask for is your documents. My program itself, it's basically they give everything to OCT. So once you graduate, you basically get your OCT. You get your OCT. Once you get your OCT number, you can start applying for jobs. With an Ontario certification, I can apply for any jobs in the world. And in Ontario specifically, you apply to boards. So like there's different districts here, as you know, the Halton district, Peel district. They have their own school board. So you would apply to the school board, and then you get onto like an occasional teacher list, meaning like a supply teacher. So you would If you're on the list, you can pick up jobs every day. If the teacher is sick, it would show up on the system like, hey, I'll come in for you this day. Or if the teacher wants you to come in, that's how you start off. Then you go into LTOs, which is like long term. You're filling in for a teacher maybe that's on maternity leave, or you're filling in for a teacher that has, you know, circumstances that they cannot teach. So you're filling in for them for like up to 2 weeks to maybe the whole year. Then lastly, what everybody wants to get on is being a permanent teacher, meaning you are guaranteed a job every single year at the school. That's basically the steps I had to take to do that. And I just got my permanent job in like a couple of weeks ago. It usually takes a while to get, but there's a lot of teachers, there's a lot of vacancies in teaching right now, so it was a little bit easier for me. But yeah, those are the steps I had to take. All right, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate the time, Belal. Belal is an awesome YouTuber. And if you like his video, then go click on the like, comment, subscribe. He's coming with new videos almost every week, right? Yeah. He's doing this, man. He's passionate about this. He loves it. So like, comment, subscribe now.
Thank you, bro.
Perfect. No worries, man.